back with another episode of No Line, No Bull. We got my main man's here, Easily Offended Podcast. How y'all doing?
Man, we good, man. We good.
Chilling.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. Tell us a little bit of about y'all podcast and how y'all got started.
Man, I always just wanted to be always been a fan of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So we just came up with the idea, put it together, brought their own equipment, just put it in the works. Like he was originally like I
was behind the scenes. I wasn't even supposed to be on camera.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but motherfuckers fell to the wayside.
Yeah.
So I had to film
it. He been in ever since. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we was just
who you start with ain't always who you finish with. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So
what made y'all come up with that name, Easily Offended?
Man, smoking weed in the crib. And I was watching Joe Budden podcast when he had Rory Mal. And Mal said something like, man, people just be so easily offended nowadays. And it just stuck with me. And I was just like, easily offended. I'm like, all right, I think that could work. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that could work. And especially right before, it was like right after the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? When everybody was doing podcasts and everybody had a voice, everybody had a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
People was always getting offended about what other people say, shit like that. We were just
you couldn't say shit to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't talk about nobody.
Yeah, so
that shit a little different now. Trump got in office, shit. Fuck all that shit. You know
exactly. So we were just like, all right, we're gonna roll with that. We're gonna do the Easily Offended podcast, and you know what I'm saying. I just thought about the idea because like later on we get merch and stuff like that. The logo, the name, it just kind of slick. So.
What y'all think the hardest part about growing a podcast in Chicago?
I mean, to be honestly, G, like we've been blessed just to have the relationships with people that we have. So like everybody we've had a guest on, we know personally. You know what I'm saying? From like anybody, we've had John Monopoly, we've had GLC, we've had Fillmore, we just had Mary Thatcher. Terry Hunter, we got Wayne Williams Sunday. So it's just like these are just all people we just know. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy to like just pick up the phone or be like, yo, Terry's a dope interview, man.
Yeah, you real good. Got good stories, man.
Real good stories. You got to when you interview him, ask about the Beyonce story.
Beyonce story.
Yeah, I feel like, man, Chicago prime real estate. Real for this shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It's real for the ground. I know a lot of people like to say like Chicago people don't, work together and all that, but I don't really think that's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it all depends on like who you are, like, and what like and like what your vibe is, you know what I'm saying? But if you go into it with that attitude, then you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, Chicago is for the ground. We got so many people here, so much history here, so much culture here. So we got a lot to tap into. We ain't even scratch the surface for real.
It's still like the list of people that we have that hasn't even been on the podcast yet.
Yeah.
It's just been like we'll never not have a guest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's pretty good though.
Chicago got talent, but why do you think Atlanta and New York media sing a little bit louder than ours?
We don't have local media for real when it comes to like music and culture. Like, so we got people like we got GCI, we got Power 102, and we got local people on those platforms. Mm-hmm. But like our local music doesn't dictate what's played on those platforms, and it never really has. Like you have some people getting some shine, but like in New York, like Funk Flex. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, Breakfast Club, whatever station that is, they playing New York music.
New York music.
You know what I'm saying? In the South and Atlanta, they playing Atlanta music.
Yeah.
Out in LA, Big Boy and them, they playing LA, Cali music.
West Coast music.
Yeah, West Coast. And for whatever reason, I don't know exactly what it is, but it ain't never really been like that here.
Yeah, it's always been like if you have like the Chicago artists, they do get like a buzz, like what they feel naturally would be, they'll put them on. You know what I'm saying? But like
they gotta be on already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you had people like You know what I'm saying? Like when you had stations like HBK, WKKC, you know what I'm saying? Like they, yeah. They was playing like local shit. You know what I'm saying? But you had like somebody like Ye. They, you know what I'm saying? Chicago should have been playing the shit out of Ye.
Yeah.
Before, you know what I'm saying? He blew up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had to go to New York. Common low key had to go to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I remember when like Can't Borrow a Dollar came out. And motherfuckers, they was playing it, but not like they should have. You was really only hearing it on like HBK and KKC.
It wasn't played at the prime time slots.
Right. Or maybe like when Pink House was on or something like that at night, you know what I'm saying? You may hear that shit. But they wasn't like the Hot Boys wasn't playing that. Doug Banks wasn't playing that shit in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
But I think one of the key factors also is that in these other markets, LA, New York, their personalities are already global phenoms. Yeah. So if you think about it, the Big Boy, the Funk Flexes, and the K-Slaves, everybody knew them. Their name was synonymous with their face. They was already big. Right. So let's just say, for instance, K-Slave decided not to do radio for a second and go into podcasting. He could take his whole audience with him over there. Right. And because he's the brand, he's the face, it's easier for people to gravitate. Yeah, Chicago, the people that we have, and I'm not going to name no names, but the people that we have in our upper echelon, they're not here. They're not here.
Yeah.
And even though they be here, I want to clear that up. They be here. Yeah. They just not here enough to where they could take advantage of that market and what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I think what we talked about this with the interview with Mary Thatcher. Like she really gave a history on like how radio was started in Chicago and the backstories. And I had a question like, because I've always looked at like Hot 97, like when the YouTube really got popular, they was like, boom, we're gonna start recording the morning show. Right. We're gonna start recording. Funk Flex got the Funk Flex freestyles. They started doing the media stuff. Breakfast Club when they got developed. You know what I'm saying? Where they was like, all right, cool. We got Charlamagne, we got DJ Envy, we got Angela Lee. Boom, we're gonna start recording y'all interviews and record the morning show. That hasn't happened in Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know why. Like, you know, shout out to Tone. He got What More Can You Say podcast. Leon had his in the morning time.
And they was doing it for a minute, because I remember when Kendra G and Leon they was right. So I remember they was filming it for a little bit. But man, I don't really know. It's kind of weird, to be quite honest with you. But I think also it has a lot to do with like Chicago. The only like Chicago movement that's really like kind of like transcended outside Chicago has been like drill. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but like, you know, New York, that's like where hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? LA, like you could say gangster rap and all that other shit, even though like you could say Schoolie D was really the first gangster rapper. He from New York. Yeah. But like all that, like, you know what I'm saying, that West Coast gangster rap shit, like that started out there. You know, and down south they got, you know what I'm saying, all of like the trap music. You know, so they have like these genres that have like radiated out of those spaces, and they've used that to kind of like control culture to a certain extent. Yeah. And like we never really capitalized on that when it came to drill. You know what I'm saying? But that was also because that shit was really happening here. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, you see where like I mean, I saw somebody, man, it was a picture of all the old block niggas, and like all them niggas is either dead or in jail. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like a few left. Yeah. I went to the first Lil Durk show. Yeah, because a good friend of mine, Drew and Ola, they used to they used to manage him for a while. And then when he came back, he was like, "Yo, Durk is coming. Like, y'all need tickets." He blessed me with some tickets, and that show was. And I don't know, I'm not even a Durk fan, but I just wanted to feel that energy. Yeah. And that shit was unmatched. Yeah. It reminded me of like that Kanye West first time at House of Blues. Like when he came back with College Dropout. It reminded me of that energy. Everybody was so hyped. And when he came out, red lights flashing, crowd. I'm 46 years old at the time. I'm 44. I'm like, damn, y'all motherfuckers is this is y'all shit. I only know a few joints. You feel me? But like I feel like he piggyback off what he said, like, you know, we've had those moments. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been one person out of that moment, right? You had like Twista. Then a few years later, you had Common. A few years later, you had Lupe mixed with Kanye. A few years later after that, then you had the Dirks and the Chief Keef. It's never been a full, solid movement at a one time.
Well, drill was that.
Well,
for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's the closest thing we had.
And the person that actually is the creative drill still doesn't get the credit that he deserves, which is
Pac-Man,
which is King Louis' brother.
Well, Pac-Man really started, but King Louis was on the
so
edge.
And the thing about it was, I used to work with Lawless Records. We had King Louis, we had King Louis and Katie at bands. We went to Austin, Texas when Dirk and Louis was best friends. We all stayed in the same house. Like we filmed Money and Bitches and Bottles was filmed at the crib that we was living in, staying there for a whole week. Like just to see that them two at that time, if they would have just stayed together and their crews would have got together, it would have been crazy. Because then you got Dirk was like the tree, but you had the branch was O-Block. You know what I'm saying? Like you had branches off of that. You feel what I'm saying? That could have been a powerful movement, but their crew. I don't know what transpired between those two brothers to make things go way left the way it did. And it's just
Lil JoJo wasn't one of the first artists that put out drill music. That little video he put out.
He was early. He was early on.
More than good conversation.
Absolutely.
100%. And we're main reason. We've had guests that are nationally known worldwide. You know what I'm saying? And we get like 300 views, 300 subscribers. But because we have regular conversation. We're not in this shit for clicks and virals, and we like to have a full blown organic conversation.
We ain't trying to have no messy stories. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't trying to have no bullshit. We ain't trying to like ask you no provocative ass questions.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we've
saying?
had 3 Grammy winners on our show. Two Grammy winners.
We done had some niggas tell some wild stories. Like when John Monop told that story, like this nigga called a flight to go try to fuck Puff up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that was probably one of the highlights. That was because he said Puff said something.
9 times out of 10, he is not lying.
No. He had niggas validated.
He probably could have showed you the flight. He got off. The office he went to.
He was 100% telling the truth because niggas validated that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Puff said some crazy shit to him. Puff said some crazy shit to him. That nigga had a nigga drop him off and I talked to the nigga that dropped him off at the airport. You know what I'm saying? He's like, take me to the airport right now. This nigga went there, didn't have no flight, nothing. He just went there, looked at the board, seen when the next flight in New York was. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing about it is, bro, like, so the point being though, that was some shit he just decided to tell us on his own. We ain't go digging for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think because, motherfuckers be chasing the check, just trying to get motherfuckers to say something. I mean, everybody want to go viral and all that shit. It ain't really, man. It ain't about that for us. You know what I mean? We really just want to like put on for the culture. You know what I'm saying? And like show people, like people that don't necessarily always get the pub and the limelight that they should. Yeah. Like somebody like when we had Hustle Simmons on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of but a lot of motherfuckers don't know everything that he done did for the culture. Shit he done did. Man. You know what I'm saying? We had right. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers like Will Gates. People like Will don't get the credit he deserves.
We had Bruce on there.
Right.
People didn't know he wrote for Donda. He got a Grammy at the crib. And he told some funny. His interview was like 2 hours and 50 minutes long. It was so many stories after story. Right. Like that's like real Chicago shit because it's just some things that we just keep within us and we don't let the world know. And that's just how Chicago roll. Like we'll know. Like, hey, you know why that happened the way it happened. We ain't finna publicly say why it happened and what happened.
And everything ain't for the internet, Joe. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of stories I be seeing niggas telling like, bro, you should have kept that shit to yourself.
That's the shorties though.
It ain't just the shorties, bro. It ain't just the Yeah, I mean, so it is. So for the shorties, they don't really, because they didn't live their whole life with the social media and the internet and shit. So they really don't. They don't even really understand privacy and keeping shit off the camera because these shorties be, you know what I'm saying, filming
I'm on this
themselves.
block about to shoot it
Yeah,
up.
so they be filming themselves committing felonies all the motherfucking time. But then you have like some of the older cats, man. They're like, they really sometimes be disappointing the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
They're like, because it was like, some years ago, this nigga Keith Murray went on his rant talking about all the women he was fucking with and all, you know what I'm saying?
No, the funniest interview lately is the Ray J. With Ray J and Cam Newton, he said, I slept with more than 10,000 women. And Cam was like, that is not physically possible.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. But you know Ray J doing it just to get right, just to go viral, just to get, you know what I'm saying, just to keep his name relevant. Yeah. And man, bro, like, shit, I can die anonymous before I do something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's gonna happen, if it's gonna come naturally. It's gonna come the right way. I ain't chasing it, man. Like, we ain't trying to do like all that's to say, because man, it's a different type of energy to come with that.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You know what, man? It is crazy though, because it's like people now take like I disagree as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a lot of times you can't just like have a difference of opinion with somebody.
That's generation.
Yeah. But that's the thing, bro. Like I to a certain degree it is, but man, I'm telling you, Joe, that should be seeping into our generation too, bro.
Yeah, Facebook is a
true tale. But so it's also like because I know people our age, right? Yeah. They're getting on the internet and comment and say something that you would never say in person.
But you know, I came to realization with that. There was people back in the day that people didn't really know about. You know how you had them certain people in the neighborhood that were just known just to be known. Right. Now them people who wasn't known, now they got a platform they can get on.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like them guys at school, like nobody know you.
Yeah.
Now he on Facebook, like everybody knows.
Trust me, I know a few rappers that just started rapping again just because Griselda was popular. Like, oh nigga, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, you are 54.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, well, if you want to start,
you can age yourself out of.
You can, but but in terms of like people being like too offended, like I don't know why people are way more sensitive now. I feel like it's starting to get dialed back a little bit more than it was because like you were saying, like right after the pandemic, this shit was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but people they getting softer though. But that's a whole other subject because you got to look at how they was raised. Most of the males is raised by a female because the daddies run around or whatever. Yeah. One parent household, you're gonna have that type of energy.
Yeah, I mean,
now, if you go back to the 50s, 60s, and 70s, men was more harder because they mostly raised in double parent households. Yeah, we had an 85% marriage rate back then. Yeah, now we got a 26% marriage rate. That show you where things are going.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of women get up and talk about the sassy men.
Because when you ain't got a man in the house show you how to be a man, and a woman can't show you how to be a man, you're learning woman tendencies because you're around a woman 24/7.
I mean, that's so. While that may be true, you also gotta like the men gotta hold some accountability there. You know what I'm saying?
Both parties gotta hold accountability.
Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because
but sometimes it's a double-edged sword because she mad at you, now you can't see the baby. Or he allows you as baby daddy and just don't even want to be around the kids any fucking way because she don't want to mess with him.
So that happens a lot. So I don't really have, because I mean he'll tell you. I mean we both kind of been through it, but I didn't been through hell and back with my daughter mama, but like my daughter ain't never not seen me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have no sympathy for people that talk about like I ain't seen my kid because of the mama, because at the end of the day, can't nobody...
She ain't holding me from seeing my kid.
Can't nobody stop me.
The thing about it, what's crazy is nowadays you got some football players and celebrities like that's known to have kids and be like, here, I'm gonna give you this amount of money and bye. See you later. I don't want that shit. Yeah. Like that's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Them type of men I couldn't fuck with.
Yeah, no, all day. I can't fuck with you like that.
So
that's crazy.
But all of that does play a factor, right? When you talk about like as a community, like how we've seen like people like men, young men specifically, not really being able to regulate their emotions and crashing out. You know what I'm saying, over dumb shit.
Yeah.
A lot of times because they don't have the certain guidance they should have. Even for people that grew up without fathers, like
them uncles and everything.
they were still like foundational men in the neighborhood, pillars that you could look to, that you could at least see how they conduct. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that shit happened, late '90s, early 2000s.
That's when it really started.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when they're like a lot of people got locked up, a lot of shit got broken up, a lot of things changed, and then there was no the structure that we grew up with in the 80s and the 90s was gone.
Went out the door.
Yeah, all that shit was gone. So you see like the difference in how things happen and how things are governed. You know what I'm saying?
You can look at it, you be like, wait a minute, you just went over and shot that boy up because he posted something on Instagram?
And then they sliding on people. They don't give a fuck who you with, your mama, your kids, your girl. Like, they know what I'm saying? And it was certain shit like that that just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, it's my father used to always tell me, never make a decision off of emotions.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would get upset, and before I say something crazy, I'm like, you know what, let me cool out, go smoke a cigarette, let me go for a walk.
And then I'll revisit.
Then I'm going to come back. Yep. It may not be tonight, but maybe tomorrow we can have this conversation when I'm cool and I'm thinking level-headed. Because right now, I'm finna just go off and I'm finna say some shit to you and you ain't gonna like it. So and then nowadays, these shorties, they don't have that. Like I told a shorty the other day, like, hey bro, can you please cut your radio, like your speak off? Like, it's 7 a.m. I don't need to be hearing what you playing at 7 a.m. And I'm on the number 3. He like, man, I'm saying what the fuck you want. I'm like, bro, just out of respect. People, it's 7 a.m, bro. Right. Like, people are on their way to work. People are trying to get a different mindset going in. You going to school. Like, that's what headphones is for.
He snapped back at you with that feminine energy.
But he kept mouthing off. And then, like, the other brothers on the bus was like, no, for real, though. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Yeah. Like, cut that shit off. Like, and he was like, man, y'all. Woo. He like, bro, it says it right here. Put your headphones on. We're not telling you can't listen to what you're listening to, but be respectful to what's on the bus. You got ladies here, kids here. This motherfucker cursing, talking about shooting, doing drugs. Like, come on, man.
But that's also like, because I don't care what we was on. We could have been outside talking about all types of wild shit. Somebody, grandmama, somebody come walking past.
Conversation
we cutting that out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You need some help?
Yep. Right. You need help with your bags. You need help up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, but also, like, it's not like they got that knowledge and just disregarded that shit just wasn't passed down to them. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take some responsibility there too. You know what I'm saying? Because we were supposed to get in that game, and like, while we do what we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people that surround us, the shorties that surround us, but like, I'm talking about like universally as a culture.
Yeah.
Like, we dropped the ball. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I would disagree with you.
I got 2 boys in college. I always tell them, never make no decision off emotions, bro.
They took that platform away from us, though.
Yeah.
As far as going to jail and all of that, they make you like, man, I'm just gonna deal with my problems over here. It ain't my business.
And the way they was locking niggas up and slamming them with years, yo, in the late '90s and early 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, man, like, and it was a lot of bad that came out of that shit too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I remember it like, what was it, 93? It was like 900 homicides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember like
way worse than 2000.
Yeah, like all the shit they were talking about. I remember when like niggas was getting like, you know what I'm saying, like killed over Jordans, starter jackets and shit like that.
People don't even realize. I went and looked up the numbers.
Yeah,
it was more murders back in the 90s than right now.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
it's just glorified right now.
Yeah.
On social media.
I tell people that all the time. They was like, "Oh no, it's more." I'm like, "No, what it is that you know about Lil Johnny getting shot within 30 seconds, and somebody has filmed it, recorded, somebody has reposted it. You know about it before the news actually hear about it. So you think it's a lot going on, but when you actually look at the numbers, They're half of what we went through as a teenager.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
We
real.
have 4 years in the 90s, mid-90s. It was 8, 9, almost 1,000 at some point. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a flip side to that coin too, because I had a god brother, right? He was from the hood and he stayed a couple of doors down from me. He was one of the biggest weed sellers in my neighborhood. And we used to be outside all day. Sometimes we do stuff foolish. He used to stay, he wouldn't talk to everybody because everybody didn't listen. So he'll call me to the side and say, hey, what you doing? You know, your mama gonna trip if she see you out here like this. Why don't you go and chill out for a little bit?
Yeah.
And instead of me being like, nah, I ain't finna listen to this old dude. You feel me? I was like, that. And instead of him saying just go chill out, he'll be going in the back and cut the grass. I got a few dollars for you.
Yeah.
Gave me something to do, which was the alternative of me being out. But if I wouldn't have listened to him, ain't no telling where I would have been. So I live by that to say it's just like a blessing. When you receive a blessing, it's not to be able to say, I received a blessing. It's so that you could pass the blessing on.
Absolutely.
So when we out here in these communities, I might not be able to reach 10 of these shorties, but I could reach that one.
Yeah.
And if that one can come in and I could really be able to show him that it's a better way to do things, then I accomplished my goal.
Yeah.
Because if he go and teach to another person, then that's how we
teach one, teach one. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it was definitely, man, like just a community. It was different. You know what I'm saying? Like there was more outreach. Like we had, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of violence. It was a lot of bullshit. But it was also like the people on the block, everybody knew each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you could borrow eggs from your neighbor.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, like, or, you know, like his mama knew my mama, you know, and his mama seen me doing some dumb shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no like, and then my mom would be like, all right, well, yeah, and I'll fuck around and get it from her too. After Miss Brown had told my mama what she did, you know what I'm saying?
You get it.
And it's just like, but even, I don't know, it's just kind of like been like a soul degradation of that. Because like, even when you talk about like street organizations and shit that birthed out of Chicago, like a lot of that shit was really just in response to white terrorism. You know what I'm saying? We needed something for us to like protect ourselves from outside oppression. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, somehow the shit gets twisted, you know, and then
to something else.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of that shit is social engineering. A lot of that shit ain't happened by accident. Like COINTELPRO was real. CIA shit was real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you even look at motherfuckers like all organizations had informants. You know, even the fucking Panthers. That's how they got Fred. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and they did that shit. It was certain things that was always put in our path to like distract us and pull us away from what we were supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a guy that just it's an old clip of it, but it's going viral now. Maybe you can find it. I don't know his name. I'm not gonna mess it up. But he was the informant that told on Fred Hampton.
Yeah,
I saw that. I saw that just the other night.
Yeah, the other night. And
for $600 or some shit.
$300. $300. And he said that he was solely responsible for them knowing the layout of the house.
They had a map of the house.
Yeah, they had a map of the house. And he said afterwards he was still in the Black Panthers. He didn't walk away. He didn't come out. And I believe he said Bobby Rush walked him through Fred Hampton's house to see what happened. And he seen the blood on the bed and everything. He said it messed with him so much to the point where he was so remorseful that he hated that he ever took part in a genocide like that.
Yeah.
Because at the time that he told, he didn't know the outcome of what he was telling.
Yeah.
And look at the devastation that he caused, and then the remorse for him to come out right now to this day, that film come out, and to say that it was one of the biggest regrets of his life. That should show people the devastation and the lengths that the government is willing to go through and don't care about us or the aftermath or what it's going to lead to or the person that was involved. Because he's still out here. Somebody could have did something to him, whatever the case may be.
And Jay-Z said what did he say in that one rap lyric? Y'all niggas talking about the money phone, but Zimmerman's still alive.
Yeah, you know,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
but it wasn't just that, because they did that shit in L.A. You know what I'm saying, with the Crips and the Bloods, and there was other. I forget. It was this. It was a documentary, man. I saw some years ago. It was called "Bastards of the Party," and it talked about how like a lot of that shit was just an offshoot of the Black Panther Party when that shit got disrupted. But there were other organizations, and I can't remember exactly what the names were because it was a minute since I seen it. But they talked about how informants was put in there purposely to sow division. You know what I'm saying? In between the factions, right? To let them like to try to force them to end up doing something each other and get into a conflict. And now you get a motherfucker to tell you it's been like blocks and different factions that's been warring against each other for years, and can't nobody tell you what that shit started over.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell you why. All these motherfuckers done died, and can't nobody even tell you why. But you know you in it.
You just know Buddy got black and blue on, and he's not supposed to be over here.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And when you really think about it, Joe, like it's really kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember, man, Nip used to talk about that shit. Like he said in the interview, he was like, I'm only gonna go kill and attack people that look, dress, and act like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to look for people that don't look like me. All the people I'm going to attack look just like me, act just like me, talk just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real psychological shit, bro. Like we've been mind fucked like a motherfucker. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, but you know, I everything move in cycles, and I feel like eventually that shit gonna come back around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be this way forever. You know, one day we gonna figure it out. Like I always maintain hope. Like no matter how bad that shit get.
I think we starting to wake up though.
Yeah.
Let me get some quick fire questions in here, man, because so we can wrap it up. Kanye or Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago, Summer, or Miami?
Chicago.
Summertime child all day.
All day long.
Yeah,
All day long.
Old school dating or modern dating?
Old school.
Ooh, old school.
Like that shit in person.
That Chicago food spots.
Goose Island. Got the best shrimp.
Of course, my Harold's. All day.
Goose Island over Harris is over.
I was just about to say, y'all fuck with my man on 76. That's my man.
Are you talking about Gulf Shrimp?
No, Harris.
Here's on 76 if it's his.
Harris.
Oh yeah.
Harris, that's Gulf Shrimp.
Yeah.
That shit fire. But no, I'm Goose Island.
Goose Island crazy.
Yeah. No, I'm and there's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
I can't.
a preference, y'all. It's a
Yeah,
preference.
yeah. No.
Harold's. Harold's. No, you know what? Harold's for the for me. Harold's for the batter. Uncle Remus, I like their sauce better.
I was about to say. I was going to say the sauce. The Uncle Remus sauce is better, and you can't beat that G pan.
Man.
That G pan for the Sawbuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't. You can't beat that shit, Joe.
Can't beat that shit with a bat.
One Chicago artist everybody should know.
Jujilla.
Who?
Jujilla.
Jujilla.
Yeah. That's
Him and Fillmore right now.
him and Fillmore,
Yeah,
and
that's what I was gonna
that shit. Jew and Rufus Sims.
Yeah, Rufus. Nice.
Classic.
Hey, if
I've
y'all
been
heard
playing
that
it.
shit?
Hold on, though,
What?
because I gotta throw him in there, and I swear to God, Panamera P.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all run together. Yeah.
I Am God, Rico Shy.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I
Yeah.
just feel like right now Chicago has real lyricists
Yeah.
that's really saying something.
Yeah.
Like even Jujilla and Rufus, they that street culture, but they also speaking like what's past that street culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though he was like in one song, he like right now Stony Island after putting in 40 hours of work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he letting people know, like nigga, I'm still working. Yeah, I think Chicago right now they got a good market right now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most overrated social media app.
I don't TikTok. I don't fuck with. I know people love TikTok, but I can't.
Lemon
Lemon.
and Threads.
What the hell is lemon?
Yeah,
Lemon is connected to your TikTok.
Oh, that one.
So like it's the yellow joint. I never really got
I
into
ain't
it.
never even heard of that shit.
And Threads, I got it. I'm more into Threads a little bit more because I don't like X. Yeah, I don't like Twitter.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Twitter when it was popping back then, but then when it got like And I was like, man, fuck it. And then Threads came out through Instagram. I'm like, all right.
Ain't shit but porn on Twitter now.
Yeah.
I ain't got enough bandwidth. I got Facebook and Instagram. I can't do no other social media.
Yeah.
Funniest podcast moment y'all done had.
Funniest podcast.
Man, that is.
You know what probably was, man? I think we laughed the most when the nigga Leon was on.
Yeah.
We had Leon Rogers was on, man. We probably had
the best time. Them and Mike Terra was funny.
Mike Terra, yeah.
And young lady we just had, Fab Monroe.
Fab Monroe, yeah.
She talked about the promoter with the suit that just kept moving.
She funny as shit.
She's like, he's standing still, but the suit just kept moving.
What's one guest y'all still want to get?
My ultimate guess, Common,
okay.
Lupe, and I would love to do Ye. Like it's Chicago based.
We gotta get Ye, man.
It's a Chicago based,
man. We need you over Chicago Blueprint.
Like it's like, I mean, my brother. I mean, I think that's the interview that I'm the most excited for.
DJ Ferris is his brother.
Yeah, so that's the one I'm most excited for.
Dog. But Bula, you the man too, though, man. Don't take no credit away.
Huh?
You a big dog too, man.
Yeah. But still, like, you know, for me growing up and seeing it,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be emotional.
You know, my godmother
interview.
is Rita Lee.
Who?
Rita Lee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I done been around you a few different manners, and you always been cool as a fan. You feel?
Oh yeah. Rita's my G.
Yeah.
Rita, Danny.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Commando.
Yeah.
That was my dog, man. Like for real, Commando reached out when he first started DJing, and we had college nights at Secrets fairs. We was doing. We had the heavy hitter interns. And he had hit me up like, yo, like, how can I be an intern?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, you in. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like, you were Rita and Danny, you know.
Yeah.
And that from that moment on, he was always like on point. And he was like, he was so happy to meet Ferris, and then Ferris hooked him up with Mike, and Mike hooked him with DTL. Like, it was just like a family. We embraced dude. Like that hurt, bro.
Yeah,
that hurt.
And Timbuktu. Timbuk hurt.
Me and Tim had a love-hate relationship.
But you know when he played it? When YP talked to him and told him to play it. See, that's the story though.
Yeah.
YP is the one that actually got Timbuk to play King Louis.
Yeah, I was at every spot Tim was at. I'm like, with the thumb drive,
like, come on.
Fuck that shit, ain't playing that.
Lero, my dog, though, him and E, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come on, but we got Twister coming up on here too.
That's
nice.
Dope. That's dope.
Twister for an interview.
Yeah.
But before we wrap it up, I want y'all spit y'all social media out there so everybody know, where to come and tap in with y'all.
The world famous.
Easily offended.
We Easily Offended podcast on IG.
YouTube. EasilyOffendedPodcast.com. Don't be EasilyOffendedPodcast.com. Class of 1979 is my IG.
Yeah. I'm Real, the producer 914 on IG.
Yeah. Okay. That's
what we y'all ever want to hear some stories, man, invite me on. I got something for y'all.
Look, we love good stories, bro.
Ain't no work.
Like most of us, that's the thing. Like with our podcast, the conversation is so organic. Every episode is over an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the conversation goes so many different places, but you get the honest truth and you get great stories.
And we're going to let you tell the story, too. It ain't like Nori going to keep interrupting you and shit. You let you get your shit off. You know
right. I got some in the chamber, but you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them dudes where unless other than Unfiltered, it won't be said. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's on our shit.
We definitely truly appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you for having us, man.
Tapping in with us.
Yes, sir.
Man. All love, man. I really appreciate y'all.
We love them too, man.
Oh, yeah.
And we waiting on them too.
Yeah, man. Look, I've been bugging him for months, and he's like, thing about Ferris, he's a very introverted person. Super. He doesn't like to go outside unless it's money.
Yeah.
And he likes a small circle.
Yeah.
So like interviewing him is just like it's gonna be rough. Yeah, but I've been chipping away at it.
Okay. The statute of limitations is up, but he should stay around the corner from one of my traps.